Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is a 20-minute extra yin class that I highly suggest you stack after taking that full prop experience that we just practiced. We use a wall, we use a chair, straps, and everything. Props are highly recommended. So let's just get started. Come to your back, and you'll make your way into your Supta Konasana. Now, my hips are nice and warm right now. So, hopefully, if you took the other class before, you're feeling good about just going straight into this pose. If you need to bring one knee to your chest and then switch, or kind of like move around, roll the wrist, or take a full body stretch or anything before coming into this pose, just take a few moments to create the space in your body. But if you're ready to join me, just come into the pose and find your breath. So tuning into breath and stillness, and letting yourself pause, and especially letting your mind um, find a home base. Don't worry about what we're going to do next, but rather focus on this being enough and this moment being just plenty, more than enough. Slowly bring your knees to touch. Reach your arms behind you. And just as we started the other class, press your arm bones onto the floor. Grab onto opposite elbows. Glue your upper back onto the mat and drive your knees onto your chest. So just hug in. Think of a candlestick right here. Just hug in, hug in, hug in, hug in. Really drive your knees onto your forehead. And then slowly take your lower back down to the floor. You keep your right knee in, extend the left leg all the way forward. And we're going to come into a runner's lunge on your back. So bend the left knee, put your left foot on the floor, and for this one, I'm going to be pretty alignment focused. So drive your quadriceps onto the right side of your abdomen, your knee onto the right side of your chest. Sole of your foot will be facing straight up to the ceiling, so that's important. This is not a half happy baby. So if we were to do half happy baby, you would drive your knee towards the floor. We want to do quadriceps. So quadriceps onto abdomen and chest. Bring both of your hands to the sole of your foot and just stay there. We'll be here for a few moments, just breathing. And yeah, we're working. Usually in yin, we do a 0 to a 4 of intensity, but today we're going to be working a teeny bit more. So this is close to a 5 or maybe a 6. Try to stay in alignment and work with some muscle energy and alignment and stillness. Notice your reaction to the pose and notice your reaction to the challenge. Could be pretty similar to, our reaction when life doesn't go our way and it becomes stressful and we could potentially feel anxious about something someone said or something, whatever happened at work or things like that. But can you still breathe through those situations? You don't have to change those. Just breathe through those. All right, half happy baby. So keep the right hand on the outside of your right foot. Now drive your right knee to your armpit. Bring your left hand to your left hip bone. Glue your lumbar onto floor. Drive right knee towards mat. Keep sole of your foot facing up. Breathing through the discomfort, the challenge. I was saying in the other class how we're programmed to go into the next big thing, and then if that big thing doesn't really come, or if we don't have a victory that is actually approved by society, it feels just like small maybe. We're just like, okay, this is not enough. I have to hurry, I have to accomplish, I have to do more. And in these pauses, it can be really challenging just to sit with that discomfort of trusting the body and trusting the stillness and trusting our wisdom and being okay with what we're creating here. Even if it doesn't look as we expected it to be. I thought this was going to be this way. I thought this practice was going to be about that. I thought the instructor was going to say that. I thought they were going to be that way. And all of those expectations, they're just, too draining, and they add unnecessary tension. Okay, recline, half pigeon, right ankle over the left knee. Interlace your hands in front of your knee, in front of your shin. Soften your feet and drive your knees into your chest. Try to keep your head and your shoulders glued to the mat. Soften the toes. Many times I have to remind myself that I don't have to be afraid or stressed because I've got this. And it's okay to go through something difficult. It's okay to learn something new. It's okay to free myself from those limiting beliefs and expectation patterns. Right, rock and roll a few times. Find a figure four Navasana. And then walk your left foot towards the right side of your mat. Square pose or double pigeon. And then from here, see if you can stay upright. If you need to extend your left leg all the way forward, you can. You can always put your right knee on a block. Or if you're feeling good about your hips and you have space, just fall forward. Let your the right center rest on a block. Let your palms face up to the ceiling to receive and ask for help, support, guidance. You don't have to do all of this alone. All right, start to come all the way up. Uncross your legs. Place your feet on the edges of your mat. Sway your knees to the right and to the left a few times to rebound. And then we'll come back to our back and take that runner's lunge variation on the left side. So quadriceps onto abdomen, knee onto chest, sole of your foot up to the ceiling. So create that necessary compression. And it's okay if it feels uncomfortable. This is very challenging. Just try to breathe and be okay with the experience that you're having right now. And that sometimes is hard because, if we had a bad experience in the past, it's pretty hard to be welcoming with the same challenge or a similar challenge. And in my brain, it brings me back to like, oh, I didn't like that, and I don't want to go through that again. And that is okay. And it's also okay because probably by now you have more wisdom and other tools to go through the situation, and maybe it's going to make you feel like, I don't like this, but you can sit down, reflect, and find the space to react differently. It doesn't mean that it won't affect you, but maybe you'll have a more wise way to deal with that. And that's one of the gifts this practice is here to offer us, just that wisdom that brings us closer to a better version of ourselves. And it improves our relationship with ourselves because it brings compassion and clarity and equanimity to our lives. Not only a physical transformation, there's also a practice that targets the mind. And if you wanted it to be, it's a practice that will support your spirit and will transform your spirit as well. All right, have happy baby. Now drive your knee onto the armpits. Bring your right hand to the front of your right hip and soften the shoulders, the neck, and be here. Sole of your foot, remember, sole of the foot is facing up to the ceiling. recline, half pigeon or recline swan pose. I'm putting my hands in front of the right knee, in front of the right leg. Just breathe down, soften your toes, soften your foot, shoulders. And you'll rock forward and back. So figure for Navasana. And then walk your right foot to the left. Modify if you need to. Come to your square pose if you can. So stack ankles over knees and fold forward. Let your mind rest on a block. Palms can face up or down. And if you just need to lean halfway forward, that's also perfect. Just that sensation of folding into a cozy, safe space, listening to your heart, protecting it as well, because it's okay to be scared and anxious. We don't have to run away from that. It's okay to feel that we don't want to go through the same thing again. It's okay when we want to protect ourselves. It's all okay. So be with those emotions and let this be your moment to pause. And let yourself know that you're safe. You're just learning, relearning. All right, slowly start to press the floor away. Lift all the way up. And we're going to finish class with a short meditation. You can totally take it on your back. I'm going to go ahead and come into my toe torch and place a block between my hips and my heels. So let me just face the camera. You can always pull your mat if you need extra support for the knees. And here, just bring your hands to your quadriceps, or you can create a basket with your palms, with your thumbs touch. So again, if you really want to take this on your back, take it on your back and rest there. Toe torch is a pose that I come back to pretty often because it's just so powerful. It targets your 6 lower body meridians. So it moves a lot of emotions: worry, feared, and angered. So let's just be with the pose with some silence and let this pose be the doorway to your healing. Let the pose remind you of knowing that you have everything you need right here within you. Let's do a few affirmations. I have, I feel, I can, I love, I speak, I listen, I know, I am. See if you can complete those affirmations. I have a home. I feel seen. I can do anything. I love myself. I speak my truth. I listen with intention. I know I am limitless. And if you had kind of like a hard time to select the words to complete your affirmations, that's okay. Just keep reflecting, keep thinking of those. So whenever you're ready, start to move your body. You can bring your hands to prayer, and we'll finish our 20-minute extra yin practice right here. If you want to stay in your meditation and your Savasana for a few more minutes, I highly recommend it. And thank you all so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.